Have you ever found yourself obsessing over why a certain woman just keeps ignoring you? You know the one she catches your eye, she's on your mind, but no matter what you do, it seems like she's not interested. Here's something no one's told you yet: the real reason she's ignoring you isn't what you think. In fact, it has everything to do with a hidden weakness she's trying to protect. And once you understand how to use that to your advantage, everything changes. This might just be the most important thing you'll learn about attraction and relationships. Hey everyone, it's Maria, and if you're all about uncovering the hidden truths behind attraction and relationships, you're in the right place. Today we're going to unravel the mystery behind why that special woman seems to be giving you the cold shoulder. But more importantly, I'm going to show you how to flip the script and turn what seems like indifference into deniable interest. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll have a whole new perspective on how to approach the situation. Let's dive in. Alright, let's get straight to it. When a woman ignores you, it's easy to jump to conclusions and assume she's just not into you. But here's the thing that's often far from the truth. You see, when a woman seems to be ignoring you, it's not always because she's uninterested. In fact, many times, it's a defense mechanism, a way to protect herself from being vulnerable. This is the hidden weakness I'm talking about, and it's something that most men completely overlook. The key to turning things around is understanding what's really going on beneath the surface. So what's the deal with this hidden weakness? Well, think about it like this. Everyone has insecurities, right? Even the most confident, put together people have moments of self-doubt. Women are no different. Sometimes, when a woman seems to be ignoring you, she's actually masking her own insecurities. Maybe she's been hurt before, or perhaps she's afraid of getting too close too fast. Whatever the case, her behavior might be more about protecting herself than rejecting you. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you're at a party, and there's a woman across the room who's caught your eye. She's stunning, she's confident, but every time you try to make eye contact, she looks away. You approach her, but she's brief with her responses, almost as if she's not interested. Naturally, you might think, okay, she's not into me. Time to move on. But what if her behavior is just a front? What if deep down she's interested, but is too guarded to show it? This is where things get interesting. When a woman puts up that wall, it's usually because she's trying to protect herself from getting hurt. Maybe she's been let down before, or maybe she's just not ready to let her guard down. Either way, her apparent indifference is often a signal that she's hiding something deeper, a vulnerability she's not ready to reveal. And this is the moment where most guys either give up or worse, try to push harder, thinking that's the way to break through. But here's the secret: it's not about pushing harder, it's about understanding her hidden weakness and using it to create a connection. Now, let's talk about how to recognize this hidden weakness. The first step is to stop taking her behavior at face value. If she's ignoring you, instead of immediately assuming she's not interested, ask yourself what might be causing her to act that way. Is she shy? Has she had a bad experience in the past? Is she afraid of getting hurt? Once you start considering these possibilities, you'll begin to see that her behavior is less about you and more about her own internal struggles. One of the biggest mistakes guys make is trying to force their way through a woman's defenses. They think that if they just show enough interest, she'll eventually come around. But here's the truth: the harder you push, the more likely she is to pull away. Instead, what you need to do is approach the situation with empathy and patience. Show her that you're not just another guy trying to win her over, but someone who genuinely understands her. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about creating a space where she feels safe enough to let her guard down. Okay, so now that you understand the importance of recognizing her hidden weakness, let's get into the practical side of things. How do you actually use this knowledge to your advantage? It starts with paying close attention to the small details. Women are masters of subtlety, and often, their real feelings are hidden in the little things. Maybe she doesn't text back right away, but when she does, her message is thoughtful and detailed. Or perhaps she's quick to end the conversation, but the way she lingers before leaving suggests there's more to the story. These small signals are crucial. They're her way of testing the waters without fully committing. Here's where your awareness comes into play. Start looking for these signs and respond to them in a way that shows you're at toes your knees. For example, if she's hesitant to open up, don't push her. Instead, give her space while subtly letting her know you're there when she's ready. This creates a sense of security and shows her that you're someone she can trust. And trust, my friends, is the foundation of any meaningful connection. Another powerful tool you can use is positive reinforcement. When she does open up, even just a little, acknowledge it. Show appreciation for her vulnerability, but don't overdo it. The key is to make her feel valued without making her feel exposed. Compliments are great, but they need to be genuine and specific. Instead of just saying, "You're beautiful," try something like, "I really admire how thoughtful you are." This shifts the focus from superficial attraction to a deeper connection. And let's not forget about body language. Sometimes, what you don't say is more important than what you do say. Maintain open, relaxed body language when you're around her. This signals that you're approachable and non-threatening. A lot of guys make the mistake of coming on too strong, which can be intimidating. But if you're calm, collected, and give her the space to breathe, she'll start to feel more comfortable around you. Now, let's talk about the importance of balance. You've got to strike the right balance between showing interest and maintaining your own independence. If you're too available, you risk coming off as needy. But if you're too distant, she might think you're not interested. The sweet spot lies somewhere in between. Show her that you're intrigued by her, but that your life doesn't revolve around her. Keep pursuing your own passions, spending time with friends, and enjoying life. This not only makes you more attractive, but also shows her that you're confident and secure in who you are. Remember, the goal isn't to make her fall for you by pretending to be something you're not. It's about being authentic, understanding her needs, and creating a connection based on mutual respect and trust. When you approach it this way, you'll find that her walls start to come down naturally. Let's take a moment to discuss the idea of reciprocity in attraction. One of the most powerful principles in human psychology is the concept of give and take. In any relationship, there needs to be a balance of effort from both sides. If you're constantly giving without receiving anything in return, the dynamic becomes one-sided, and that's not sustainable. On the flip side, if you're always waiting for her to make the first move, she might lose interest. The key is to create a dynamic where both of you are actively engaged in building the relationship. For instance, if you've had a great conversation, end it on a high note and leave her wanting more. Say something like, "I'd love to continue this conversation, but I've got to run. Maybe we can pick it up later." This not only leaves her with a positive impression, but also gives her a reason to reach out to you. It's a subtle way of shifting the dynamic and making her feel more invested in the interaction. Now, as we dig deeper into this, let's address a critical point. Understanding and using a woman's hiddenness isn't about exploiting her or manipulating her feelings. It's about recognizing the complexities of human emotions and navigating them with care. The ultimate goal is to create a connection that's based on mutual respect and understanding. When you approach it this way, you're not just playing a game, you're building a foundation for a potential relationship that's meaningful and lasting. Finally, let's talk about the importance of maintaining your own self-respect throughout this process. It's easy to get caught up in the chase, especially when you're really into someone. But no matter how much you like her, never lose sight of your own worth. If she's not responding to your efforts, or she continues to ignore you despite your best attempts to connect, it might be time to step back. Remember, a healthy relationship is one where both people are equally invested. Don't settle for less. In conclusion, the next time you find yourself frustrated by a woman who seems to be ignoring you, don't jump to the usual conclusions. Instead, take a step back and consider the possibility that there's more to her behavior than meets the eye. By understanding her hidden weakness and approaching her with empathy and respect, you can create a connection that's genuine and lasting. And who knows? You might just discover that the woman who once seemed out of reach is actually closer than ever. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more insights on love and relationships, and share your experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic, and if you're looking for more personalized advice, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help you navigate the complexities of attraction and find the connection you've been searching for. Remember, in the game of love, understanding and respect are your greatest allies. Use them wisely and you'll find that the path to a meaningful connection is clearer than ever. Catch you in the next video, and until then, keep smiling, because you never know who might be falling for that smile right now.